November 22nd, 1986, Las Vegas, Hilton Hotel, the youngest heavyweight championship fight in boxing history. Mike Tyson is 20 years old. Facing him is Trevor Berbick, 33 years old. Experienced, powerful, the champion. 15,000 people in the ring are screaming. Millions are watching on television. The lights are bright. Cameras are everywhere. Expectations are sky high. But Mike's mind is elsewhere. He sits in the locker room, hands wrapped, gloves not on, head bowed, eyes closed. His team surrounds him, trainers, managers. They all talk. Tactics, strategy, Berbick's weaknesses. But Mike isn't listening, because there's only one voice in his head, a voice that is no longer there, Amato's voice. You're going to be champion, Mike, the youngest in history, and I'll be there. I'll watch you. I'll be proud of you. But Cuss isn't there. Cuss is dead. A year ago, November 1985. Cancer, 77 years old. He wanted so badly to see it. It was his dream. Mike will be champion and I'll be in his corner. But it didn't happen. Just a few months left. Only a few months. Mike stood up. He took a breath. Deep, controlled. Cuss had taught him. Stay calm before the big moments. There's no place for panic in the ring. Only coolness. Mike put on his gloves. The team did the final checks. Protective gear, mouth guard, everything was ready. The door opened. Are you ready? Mike nodded. He stepped into the corridor. He started walking. A long corridor. With every step, the crowd grew louder. Music, shouts, applause. Light at the end of the corridor, the ring. Mike stepped into the arena. The crowd went wild. Tyson! 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 They shouted. They jumped. They waved flags. Mike walked, bouncing, neck exercises, shoulder movements. Cuss had taught him. The walk to the ring is psychological warfare. Show your opponent. You're ready. You're the hungry wolf. He stepped into the ring, went to his corner, looked around, looked at the empty corner. Cuss's corner. He should be there. He should be giving him tactics. He should be giving him courage. But it's empty. Only trainer Kevin Rooney, good guy, talented trainer, but not Cuss. Berbick came over, confident, experienced, champion aura. He looked at Mike, condescending. Are you a kid? Are you going to be the champion? Mike didn't even look. He didn't need to. He didn't need to talk. His fists would do the talking. The referee called them to the center. Rules, instructions. Fight clean, obey orders, good luck. They return to their corners. The bell is expected. Mike breathes, eyes on Berbick, but mind on Cuss. Today is your day, Mike. Today you make history, but remember, the championship isn't just a belt. It's a responsibility. It's a legacy. You will carry that legacy. In my name. In our name. Bell! Round 1 begins. Mike advances. Fast. Aggressive. Berbick didn't expect this pace. Mike jabs. Jab. Hook. Berbick goes on the defensive. Experienced. Closing the distance. Mike presses. Left uppercut. Right hook. Berbick is solid. He responds. Powerful. Testing Mike. The round ends. Mike returns to his corner. Kevin, you're doing well. Keep up the pace. Open with your left. Finish with your right. Mike listens, but what he hears is Cuss's voice. Don't be hasty. Be patient. The opportunity will come. Be ready when it does. Round 2. Mike is calmer, more calculated. Berbick is starting to tire. The pace of round 1 took its toll. Mike waits. Jab, jab. Berbick opens up. Right uppercut. Right on the chin. Berbick staggers. Mike continues. Left hook. Right uppercut. Left hook. Berbick goes down. He gets up. He staggers. He goes down again. He gets up. He staggers again. The referee counts. It's over. Knockout. Round 2, 5 minutes, 35 seconds. Mike Tyson is the new champion, the youngest heavyweight champion in history. 20 years, 4 months, 22 days old. The ring was chaotic. His team rushed over. They embraced him. Cameras were all over him. Reporters bombarded him with questions. How do you feel, Mike? How does it feel to be champion? The youngest champion in history? Mike didn't speak. He just stood there. He looks around. The crowd is wild. Music is playing. Lights are flashing. But Mike feels empty inside. They brought the belt, The WBC Heavyweight Championship belt. Gold. Heavy. Shiny. He wanted this. He worked for this. 6 years. Every day, every hour, with Cuss. But Cuss isn't here. The belt is fastened around Mike's waist. Photos are taken. Hands are raised. Victory pose. But Mike's face doesn't smile. Press conference, crowded room, cameras, microphones, Don King on stage, the promoter, the money. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed history. The youngest champion, Mike Tyson, applause, screams. Mike sits down at the table, the belt in front of him. The questions began. Mike, how does it feel? Mike was silent. Then he spoke. His voice was low. This belt is for Cuss Amato. The room fell silent. Cuss was my trainer. He was like a father to me. He made me. He took me off the streets. He made me a champion. He believed in me. He believed in me when I was nobody. His voice trembled. He should be here. He should see this. But he didn't. He died a year ago. And The tears came. He couldn't stop them. In front of the cameras. In front of millions of people. At his most powerful moment. At his moment of victory. He was crying. Don King intervened. Mike is very emotional. Understand. It's a big day. But Mike didn't stop. Cuss should be here. This was his dream. I just fulfilled it, but he didn't see it. And that's not fair. It's not fair at all. He stood up. He took the belt. He left the arena. The team was shocked. The reporters were shocked. No one expected this. Hotel room. Mike alone. Belt in his hand. He sat on the bed. Looked at the belt. Gold. Shiny, but meaningless. Meaningless without Cuss. There was a knock at the door. Camille entered. Cuss's wife. Mike's spiritual mother. She sat down next to him. Mike, Cuss would be so proud. Mike shook his head. But he's not here, Camille. He didn't see it. What's the point? The point is this, Mike. You made Cuss's dream come true. He talked about it every day. Mike will be the champion. He'll be the youngest. And the world will see him. You did it, Mike. You did it for him. But he didn't see it. He saw it, Mike. He definitely saw it. Maybe not from here, but from somewhere else. Cuss is always watching you. He's with you in the ring. He's with you when you cry. He's with you when you win. Mike continued to cry. Camille hugged him. 2 people. 2 lost souls. They share a loss. They miss a man, a father, a husband, a mentor. The next day, newspapers. Tyson makes history. Youngest champion. New king. But one newspaper is different. Champion cries. He misses Cuss. Photo. Mike in tears. Belt in hand. Headline. Victory mixed with pain. People talked. Some were moved. How beautiful. He hasn't forgotten his teacher. Some criticized. Do men cry? Is this how a champion behaves? But Mike didn't care. He just knew. The belt was worthless. The victory was incomplete. Because there was no one to share it with. No one was watching. No one to be proud of. Years passed. Mike won many more belts. WBA, IBF. 3 belts at once. Undisputed. The undisputed champion. He earned millions. He became famous. He was recognized everywhere. But with every victory came the same emptiness. If Cuss had seen it, he was asked in an interview. Mike, when were you happiest? Mike thought. You know, people say it was the first belt in '86. But no. The happiest I ever was the days I trained with Cuss. I was a hungry wolf. I wasn't a champion. I had no money. But I had Cuss. And that was enough. What about the championship? The championship is empty. If there's no one to share your joy with. I got that belt. The crowd cheered. But I was alone. Because the only person I wanted to watch wasn't there. Do you ever regret it? Maybe if you had waited a little longer. No, I don't regret it. I couldn't wait for Cuss to die. But I wish he had lived another year. Just 1 year. Just to see it. To say to me, good job, son. That would have been enough. 2005. The Cuss Amato gym opened in Catskill. Cuss's old gym was renovated. Mike spoke at the opening. This gym is Cuss's legacy. He created champions here. I'm here because he believed in me. Now this gym will open its doors to new kids. New Mikes will come, new dreams will be born, and Cuss's spirit will live on here. Applause after his speech. Mike brought the belt, the 1986 belt, the first belt. This belt will stay here, on display, because it's not just mine, it's Cuss's. He earned it. I just carried it. He left the belt in the display case. He turned back. There was peace on his face. For the first time. 20 years later. For the first time, he felt peace looking at that belt. Because he was finally in the right place. He was at Cuss's house, 2024. Mike is 58 years old. He's doing a podcast. The guest is a young boxer, 19 years old, full of dreams. Mike, how do I become a champion? Mike smiled. Through hard work, through discipline, but most importantly, with the right people. Find a mentor. Find someone who believes in you. Because you can't win a championship alone. Cuss was your mentor, right? Yes, Cuss was my everything. Without him, I would have been a prisoner or dead. He saved me. I wish I had known him. He's still here. What he taught lives on. I teach others. You will teach others. That's how Cuss lives on. That's how he's immortal. The young boxer asked, "Your first championship, were you happy?" Mike paused. He took a deep breath. Happy and unhappy, at the same time. Happy because my dream came true. Unhappy because there was no father figure to share my dream with. That day I learned, success is incomplete if it's not shared. Victory alone is painful. Do you regret it? No, because that pain matured me. It showed me what's valuable. Now I know. It's not the belt. People matter. Connection matters. Love matters. Who are you? Who is your Cuss? Do you have one? Or are you alone? Maybe you are a Cuss. Maybe you should be a mentor to someone. Because success should not be celebrated alone. Victory should be shared. Mike became champion at 20, but the tears didn't stop. Because what mattered wasn't the belt. What mattered was gone. Cuss Amato, father, mentor, hero. He is still missed 38 years later. He is still remembered. He still lives on. Because the real legacy is not in the belt. It lives in the heart.